Hello viewers, and welcome back to another video. So in this video we are going to be doing daily race B, and the track is Brands Hatch Grand Prix. We are racing group 3 cars, as you can see, the Porsche and the BMW and the Subaru, etc. 6 laps, and we are using the hard tires. No pit stop, no refueling. Yeah, just typical daily race B. And as you begin the race, the beautiful thing about this track is that it is very short. I think alongside the track where I got my first win, I can't remember what the name was, but those two tracks, usually the shorter the track, the easier it is to learn and get the braking points, and because there is not a lot of braking points to master. So as you can see, we were able to qualify P3, and right out the bat on lap 1 we are going to be sending it down the inside of P2. He had a bad exit, and obviously it affects your run all the way to the next corner, but you can see we are being conservative. It's the beginning of the race, you don't want to crash on lap 1, but yeah, usually it's easier to first learn the track during qualifying practice. And so I spent a lot of time. I spent, I think, 2 hours trying to get the qualifying pace first, and that also helped me to learn the track, but it's still not perfect, and you're going to see I'm going to make a bunch of mistakes. So number 1, I think, is using a Porsche just like me, and number 2 is using the Subaru, and then number 3 is me now with the Porsche. So those are the two meta cars on this daily race B, the Porsche and the Subaru. But the Subaru is faster. I'm still not sure how much faster it is, or where exactly it's faster. Maybe it's straight line speed or something, but as you can see, P1 and P2 are now fighting each other. And this corner, like I said, if you get a bad exit from this corner, it affects you down the straight. So P1 and P2 are fighting. P1 bullies himself. The Subaru bullies himself past P2, who is now P3 because we passed him, and now we are P2. And now immediately we are putting pressure on P1 on the Subaru. But consequently, we also make a mistake, because that corner you need to be on the a little bit outside, but we were trying to send it to the inside. But yeah, which put us under pressure from behind. But as you can see, that's the beautiful thing about this track, which is I like very short tracks like this. There's not a lot of, it's not like, let's say, like Spa, for example, as you make a mistake over there. It's not like Spa. Spa is a very long track, and there are so many areas where you can lose time, which affects your whole lap. But on this track, because it's very short, first of all, it's easy to master, and you can make up for your mistake somehow. But obviously you don't want to make mistakes. So as you can see, immediately we are getting pressure from P3 and P4, and P1 is starting to now drive away. I think he was very fast. He was just a little bit, he was making mistakes here and there, but we are also making mistakes, so we are on the same. Anyway, now P1, I think he's just going to be driving away now, so we are concentrating on behind. We are trying not to lose position to P3, and we set the first sector. Doing so, the gap goes down a little bit from 1 second to around 9.5 tenths, but still, you see, immediately 1.2 seconds ahead just from that corner alone. We lost time, but you can see how much we are pushing there, almost onto the grass, and that's also very easy mistake to make. You go too much on the grass there, you step on the grass, you spin, and I think you are going to see that happening just in a few corners time. So yes, so now we are in we're still in P2. The P3 is catching up, but he's also making mistakes of his own. So the gap is even between 4 tenths, 3 tenths, 2 tenths. And now here on the exit of turn 2, we make step on the grass and you spin and bam, crash into the barriers. And that's what I was saying earlier. Just a little bit of lack of precision, and you dip your wheels onto the grass and you spin just like that, as you can see on the replay. So as much as it's a very easy track, it's also a very easy track to make mistakes, and the mistakes are costly here. So you can see we drop down all the way to P8 from P2. Then we come here again, we spun. This, I still don't know why we spun here. Maybe because I was too much on power, but we caught it. We didn't send it to the barrier, but the speed was low. So you would think that will be the end of it all, but we come into this corner and this idiot in the Nissan GTR decides to just, I don't know. Now at this point we are last. Now we are P15 out of 15, and yeah, it's very easy to give up on in this position, but as you can see, we went up to P14. Something happened to P15 there. I think he crashed or something, and now we managed to catch up to the back markers. But the problem is, even though I'm much faster than them, I can't overtake just anyhowly. I can't send it. You have to be careful, and also it doesn't help when the person who is in front of you is driving like an idiot. So you see this guy moving and braking. I don't know why. Anyway, we decide now at this point we are like cautious, because you see the way he's moving. Then we brake. He brakes too early there, but we also brake too late. We try the switchback, we fail. Okay, and then we continue. I'm thinking of sending it into this corner, but I don't want to risk it, because again, you step on the grass a little bit there, you spin, as you've just seen. So you can see here again he's moving and braking, brake checking me. I don't know, maybe not brake checking, maybe he's just braking way too early. But you can see we go to the left here, then we go to the right there, then we go to the left, then he's moving again, then he pushes us off the track. And at this point now, I can't take the blame for this, you know.
The guy goes left, the guy goes right. He deserves to be put into the fucking barrier.
Yes, as we get some wise words from Mr. Max Verstappen.
Okay, he pushed me off the track. I think you have to leave a space. All the time you have to leave a space.
But now, because of that incident, we lost significant time to the guys in front. But still, I shouldn't be making mistakes like that. This whole thing happened because I made that mistake on that corner and I spun. But yeah, such is the nature of motorsport. One mistake can end your whole race. And if this was Formula 1, I'm not finishing in the points. But I think the guy had a 3-second penalty or something. So we overtook him, went back to P12. Very decent recovery, but not the best result. We could have been on the podium. But yeah, I think the next race, or a couple of races later, we redeemed ourselves. We qualified P2 and we retained our P2 and we finished on the podium. But yes, as we see another angle of the incident, if you like this video, subscribe, like it, comment, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week.